We are set now for the boys' 1,600-meter run. Only 9 ever have gone under 4:10, and the guy who could do it is wearing number 1 on his hip. That is Ty Jensen from Marlboro. His best this year is 4:12.18. Let's set the field for you. Ty Jensen out there with Josh Richardson from Ocean City. Then Josh Joseph from Cherokee, along with Jeremy Zoriski from Parsippany. Chris Platt, along with Bill Vogel from Ocean Township. Robert Cannon from Toms River South. Vinny Zarillo from Southern Regional. Derek Storbeck from Wayne Valley. Patrick Stevenson from Bishop Eustis. Chris Carroll from Lawrence. Joe Clabby from Rumson Fairhaven. And Jorge Ventura from Colts Neck. But notice the California start. The second pack cannot break in until right now.
And right now you do have Jensen out front and Josh Joseph right behind. Richardson behind him on the inside.
And the first lap is just under 1 minute. They come through at about 1:03. But Jensen clearly the man to beat in this one, although there are 5 runners who have run under 4:20, which is kind of the benchmark in New Jersey high school 1,600-meter events.
You're right, Mick, but this year it's the benchmark's been moved up a little bit, I think.
Well, Joseph from Cherokee in second place right now has run 4:18. Richardson has also run 4:18 this year. And on the outside, which is a tough place to be, is Storbeck from Wayne Valley. He's run 4:20, but you don't want to stay on the outside for too long if you're not going to make a move, because it's just that more distance you have to cover.
Especially around the turn, which is where he is right now. Although one advantage is you're not going to get trapped. I think he's looking out for that. It is a pretty crowded field as you come down here. You can see here, this is, you don't want to avoid, you want to avoid being on the inside too much. And I'm a little surprised here. Nobody's really broken away.
Starting to get a move here. Jensen looks to hold off Jeremy Zagorski, the freshman from Parsippany Hills. Zagorski, an interesting story, as one of his idols is Alan Webb, the high school star in Virginia, who set the national outdoor record in 3:53. He says he wants to be just like him. Well, as a freshman, he's come this far, so he'll be a name to watch, for the next 3 years down the line.
Well, I'll tell you what, my idol when I was growing up was Webb's idol, Jim Ryan. Now we have new ones. Zagorski did one thing, is he made the pace pick up right there. When he went after Jensen, Jensen picked it up, and now the whole field is moving.
Well, Jensen's still in first, as he has led for what will be 3 laps when he hits the start-finish line here.
That's Jensen and Joseph and Richardson. And now I can see Chris Platt in the picture over there, a up-and-coming promising sophomore from Haddonfield.
Well, this one is really kind of wide open, as we have just 400 meters to go. And Jensen's still in first as they go through in about 3:17. But trying to pass on the outside in the turn is Zagorski, the freshman.
And there he goes.
The freshman and the senior in a battle right now. If you can take a guy in a backstretch and hold him off, and you sometimes can put a guy away, but Jensen's not really letting them go. There's good contact there as they run stride for stride.
But now here's Richardson.
Coming up on the outside is Richardson. Now Richardson makes his move. Jensen still holding everybody off. Zagorski looks like he's losing contact a little bit. Jensen looks like he has a little more, or Richardson has a little more in the tank off the corner. It's going to come into a sprint from the top of the straightaway.
But he's walking away from him, Mick. Here he goes.
Jensen has kicked it into another gear, and he's going to go wire to wire. The senior from Marlboro will be your 1,600-meter champion in the state of New Jersey in the year 2001. He took on the challengers and fought them all off.
At 4:12 also. Zagorski ran a courageous race there, that freshman, and I'll tell you what, I think Platt finished 4th, and he's a sophomore. Some good up-and-coming young runners in this state.
Still, the top seed did not disappoint, as Ty Jensen, who was number 1 in Group 4, ran right around his best, 4:12, and the Marlboro senior has a 1,600-meter championship.
Now look at this challenge. Richardson comes up on him, and he's going for the win. But Jensen was up to it as he came off the turn. I think he felt him, and then as he does what I did, start walking away. All of a sudden you have a step lead, now you got a 5-step lead, and it's pretty much over. But look at Zagorski. Never really folded, I would say. He hung in. A gutty run.
Still not a lot of head movement, so you know that he had a lot left in the tank.